Howdy, howdy, everybody. The day I thought would never come. I want to take some time and we're going to show you a little bit. Got the motor here. Now, keep in mind, once again, this is the 454. It's bored 30 over. It's got TRW forged 2399 pistons. It does have Pro Comp oval port heads. They're CC'd in at 117 chambers. We have that Holley strip dominator intake that's been jet hot coated. We have the torqstorm with the 3.10 pulley. I've been taking a little bit, got the flits, trying to clean it up a little bit, set it on there. I have a polished water pump that I got sitting up there to put on it. I'm going to try. I know that he told me he had two different length brackets for this thing because you can run this on short or long. I'm going to see if I can hook everything up and hook it up with the long, even though I'm running a short water pump. I still do need to order all of the alternator stuff for it. And I do have two different valve covers I have to choose from. Probably going to run the script bow tie ones I got right there. Put on it. It's hydraulic roller. It's got comp cam roller lifters in it. It's got a really wild hydraulic roller cam in it. So it's kind of put together hopefully to run 87 pump gas. But it is got ARP bolts throughout everywhere. Good stuff in it. Then I got a nice shiny water pump. Set this over here real quick. Get it out of the way. And then once again, I'm probably going to run these. Because the way I want to set that car up, I want the motor to be like a jewel. I want it when you pop the hood on that 68 Camaro, it really makes a statement. Now, things I got to do still, I do need to order the Holley, the sniper stuff, the super sniper for it. Probably the super sniper or the X-Flow. It ain't going to be anywhere near what the snipers can handle, but it will be at the limits of what that blower can do, because that motor design is turned 6,500. 3.10 pulley is what's on there, and we're going to run it. We'll probably eventually run an intercooler on it, but that's what we got so far. And we got a big old kick out oil pan on it too. Hold a little bit of oil. We got a really nice dampener on it. I do have a billet flywheel. It's one of the Speedmaster ones. I got the ARP flywheel bolts for it. So I've been collecting parts for it. So now's the fun part. We get to actually get back on the car. Hopefully get some more of it, stuff of it done. So I got some stuff kind of slung everywhere. Been cleaning up in the shop too. I've been moving stuff around. We got I kind of put this over here. The blowout proof housing. We got it all right here. We also have the 4-speed with the shifter, because I did buy the 67, 68 shifter. Right there is the transmission. And it's supposed to be out of like a 68 Firebird. You'll notice that the Speedo drive gear is on the driver's side. But that's perfectly fine. There's nothing going to hit. I've already checked it. So I'm going to run it and just run it like it was a Saginaw. Because that car was a Saginaw 4-speed anyway, originally. So I'll just run it on that side. And that's an M20. Don't know how long it's going to last, but we're going to see if fate works with it. We'll see how long it will stay alive. And then underneath the car, we do have, there's the Sniper gas tank kit. That's got the 450 liter per hour pump in it. So we got most all that stuff good to go. I need to still get under here and do some sanding, painting. We do need to pull the rear end out of the car too. I need to go through it, service it. I'm probably going to keep it 308, maybe go 331. I'm not going to gear the crap out of the car. The way that motor's going to pull, there's just no need. I mean, as wild as that little 327 is in this car, I'm thinking that this is going to be 700-ish, 750 maybe. Somewhere in that ballpark. Shouldn't be a whole lot of problems. But I still haven't had a chance to black the tail pan. I've been really working on the other car a little bit. And then cleaning up over in the shop. But I also still got to I got a brand new aluminum heater core. I got that from AutoZone. It's a Duralast if anybody needs one. And this is aluminum. The brass one that I had that I ordered from Speedway, on that upper, technically it's a lower tube, they accidentally brazed it into the core, and it was just going to be problematic. So I got the powder coated heater box. It's going to be kind of hard to see, but we got most everything. I still need to put the gasket back in here, seal that back up. Then once again, no console in this car. We're just going to run the 4-speed with the white shift ball on it. So really now what needs to be done, I got to order a clutch. I don't know what I'm going to put in it. I don't know what will handle that much power. But then again, I don't want to put a clutch that's not going to last 10,000 miles on it either. So I got to do a little bit of research on that. But the biggest thing is we got it. We got still a bunch of the chrome up here to put on it. And the other 2 door panels we need to drop and put them on. But just to kind of show you what I've been over here doing, I ended up getting another, well, kind of just putting everything together. I got a 4-bolt main 454 here that I want to use in my blower motor. The only downside is the block is standard bore, and the pistons I got up there are flat tops, and they're 60s. I got another block in the other shop that needs to be studded and line honed. I'm going to look into it. I might use that block. It needs to go, I think, 40 anyway. So I might just go ahead and punch it out 60. And I got another one that had a rod come loose to chip the bottom of the cylinder, but the piston shouldn't go down far enough it'd be problematic. So I got a couple, but the only thing is those are 2 bolts. And that motor has got those aluminum heads that are the same thing the AFR uses for their cheaper Chinese knockoff, sitting over there on the shelf. But what I've done here is tried to clean up, get everything together. Got another parts washing set up here. I need to get a shipping container. I got all kinds of stuff over here just hanging out. I do think I got enough stuff too to build a 427 to run the super stock. I ended up, hold on one second, taking one of these are the rods that went into that motor, but they resized and checked them for me, these. But they've got ARP hardware already in them. They're just a decent set of big block rods. I might just build a little 427 to put in something to goof off with. And it's a whole set. Everything looks good. I'm just trying to collect stuff. I got tons of big block Chevy oval port stuff. I got a couple sets of the 291 big block heads. Cleaning up, just trying to organize. You know, it's a problem when you got too much stuff. The numbers matching motor to 68 big block Chevelle. As soon as it warms up too, we got to get back painting on this car. But it's been, and here in North Carolina, it's been absolutely awful. So, but please stay tuned. We're going to get back onto this. I'm just so happy to have that motor. It just looks so crazy. It looks absolutely wild. But we got to get some drive accessories. We got to get the sniper and fuel lines. Otherwise, it's pretty close. And I probably need to get a really nice 4-core radiator. Probably wouldn't hurt. I might run a clutch fan on this thing too. I know everybody likes electric, but I kind of like those. Here's a couple sets of those 291 square port closed chamber heads. Dad's. And then this is a set I bought in Florida. Good old Chevelle. And then we'll go over here, and then pretty much everything's pretty close to buttoned up on this thing. We got got everything pretty much good to go motor-wise. Drove down the road. I love that 3-speed in this thing. It's actually pretty wild. We'll take some video later just driving it. Things I got left to do: I need to seal the inside of the cowl panel. I need to block the top of the dash one more time. I do want to go back in the motor because I got these. These I think are Proform 5.7 roller rockers with the poly locks. The whole nuts, when I took that thing apart, they are a little loose. And I'll just tighten them down so they don't back off. Because that is the original heads on that block. The whole setup there. And then for it, I did go ahead. For this car, I got the This is the chrome that goes on the dash, or the dash pad. I got it to go back in there. Yeah, it really, now for this car, it's going to be mostly taking it back apart, sanding the floor, bed lining it, and I got the Raptor bed lining stuff over there. I need to bed line the trunk, and then really take it out and start getting it, sanding it down, getting it ready for paint. I got to be honest, I'm still kind of torn up between what color to paint this thing. I have everything to do the red, Victory Red, or I could do Black Cherry. But I was kind of thinking that maroon would look good on this car too. So we got that done. And then I also got the hubs turned down for this one to my buddy. We got those, the C5 hubs have been turned down. Or the C5 brake rotor, we have turned the spindle or the hubs down so they'll fit right on it. So I got all that stuff sitting over there so we can do the disc brake swap on the front of this thing. And then hopefully get those 17x8s on it too. But it's a pretty cool little house. But you know, stay tuned. I can't wait to get back on this bad boy. It's just such a pretty car. Such a pretty color. It's a lot of meat under it. And I think it is going to be wicked. I do want to make sure the front end lowers down. I'll see what it looks like after we put that big block in it. I got the inner fenders over there. I might have to retouch them up, put the splash shields back in them. But look at the bright side. We got the motor. Now it's just me. I got to get my butt in gear. Finish putting it back together. But thank you for watching. Stay tuned. We got a lot more to do.